I'm here at the Cresson Gold Mine in Dahlonega, Georgia, and if you've been following my channel for a while, you would know that I have pledged to donate all the gold that I've found in my live streams at Yahula Creek Park here in Dahlonega to the Dahlonega Gold Museum. Well, I went to the museum and was going to try to donate my gold to them so kids could look at it and see what real gold looks like that's still found today in Dahlonega. And they wanted me to fill out a whole bunch of paperwork, and they didn't even want me to film in there. So even though I had a First Amendment right to, they weren't down with that. So I decided I'm going to donate my gold here because there's all kinds of kids that come here, learn to pan for gold. They've got, it's an actual gold mine that used to operate. They got a stamp mill, old time mining equipment. And so kids come here on their field trips, and people that are interested in getting into the gold prospecting hobby, this is where they come get all their prospecting gear. And if I have some of my gold there by the counter, then they could see what the gold is actually like that they can get at Yahula Creek Park. It's a lot smaller than they would think. And, you know, they can, you know, hear that it took me 60 to 70 hours to get the amount of gold that's in this vial. And that way they can have a little bit of information before they decide to go out to the creek and pan themselves. So we're going to go on in here and we're going to donate our gold. That way they can keep it at the counter and show it to whoever wants to see it. So we're also going to take a look at their prospecting shop and show you a little bit of their mining equipment. So smash the like button and let's get to it. We got about $275 worth of gold that we got here panning it by hand. All of this gold you see right here came out of the park. And look how small some of it is. Check that out. But it's definitely beautiful gold. There's no doubt about that. And quite a bit of it. This is over 3 grams of Dahlonega gold. And it's over 22, probably 23 karat gold, which is some of the purest gold in the world. Now, out of respect for the business owners and the customers that are going to be in here, I'm not going to be pointing the camera down at the counter and showing a lot of the stuff that they have there or putting their employees on film, just in case they don't really want to. And these are good people that I've known for a while, and you know, I want to be respectful for them. Well, let's go ahead and go on inside and we'll take a look around. So here is the front of the Cresson Mine building here. And you can see on there, established 1847. So this was a real operating mine that operated, I don't know exactly when they stopped operating, but I think it was somewhere around World War II or so. But there we go, let's go on in and take a look. And here you go. It's here donated to the Cresson Gold Mine. So if you want to see the gold I panned out on live stream at Yahula Creek Park, it's all right there. So come visit Cresson Mine and ask to see the gold, and it'll be here. All right, you guys. So if you do come here to the Cresson Mine and take a look at that gold I just donated to them, they have a pretty extensive prospecting store here. They got everything from gold cubes with little classifier screens. It turns it into a high banker, essentially. Different types of, I mean, there's tons of high bank. Look, we got big trommels here. We got smaller little high bankers and sluices, river sluices. There's some crevice suckers, a little crevice pump with a bucket attached to it. I mean, you got dredge nozzles and miner's moss and different types of mat. There's the vortex mat or whatever that comes with the gold cube typically, and so that's good stuff. We got little magnets and pretty much any kind of prospecting gear that you probably would ever want to use, like the spiral wheel and miller tables, pickaxes, metal detectors. Oh, here's a Keen trommel. I didn't even know this was a thing, but that's pretty cool. Made by Mark Keen. All the various types of gold pans you could ever want, scoops, every kind of classifier you could imagine, wetsuits for dredging and sniping. Here you got some Gold Hog high bankers over here, Gold Hog stream sluices, some Royal high bankers. We got Keen high banker dredge combos, and just about everything that you could ever need for prospecting. Got all kinds of Gold Hog mats, Lots of Dream mat, different size, microcell. Got the big ones, the little ones, the medium ones, every kind of mat you would want. Look at this, we even got a Dream mat for the, what's it called, the Blue Bowl. Adventure, these things are great, I like these. If you don't have a lot of water flow and you want to sluice, that's the way to go. We got cleanup sluices. This one's from miningmagnets.com. I actually got that one. I really like that one. I have a bigger one from them too, and I don't see that here, but we got some Dream mat cleanup sluices of all different kinds. So you can get just about anything here that you would want. It's probably the most extensive prospecting store on the East Coast. Guarantee that. Oh yeah, I didn't even show you the dredges. We got what? We got 2-inch. We got 2.5-inch, 2.5-inch, 3-inch. And we got the 4-inch. Look at this bad boy right here. I would love to have one of these for sure. All right, let's take a look outside. So they sell bags of crushed ore from the crushed quartz that they mine right here on the property. And you can take it down there to their panning station and pan it out and get some nice gold. It's pretty easy to pan through crushed quartz. So if you're a beginner, that's a great way to learn. We'll take a quick little look around here. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time, but if you've ever seen hydraulic mining, these are called hydraulic giants. And it's a giant spray nozzle that they would put massive amounts of water pressure through them and basically spray the sides of the mountain to get the gold out. And they'd have long tom sluice boxes that they would wash the water down through. But yeah, this is hydraulic mining equipment right here. So that's pretty neat, pretty fantastic. You got some pieces from old stamp mills, different equipment. We're not going to spend too much time here. We've had some other videos out here where you could see a lot of equipment that they have, but real quick, we'll show you the stamp mill over here. So this is the functioning stamp mill that was here on the property for a long time during their commercial mining operation. It's pretty cool. Right here, these were mercury plates. So these right here were completely covered with mercury. So the crushed ore that came out of, here, let me show you the stamps down inside there. So these big old things right there, those are called stamps. You feed the ore in there and it crushes up into powder. And then it would stick to the mercury. Then they would take and they would scrape the mercury off of these plates because the mercury would be amalgamated with the gold. Then they would just burn off the mercury back into the atmosphere, leaving the sponge gold behind. And that's how they were capturing the really small gold. But they got a whole little extensive set of equipment out here. That's a humongous ball mill. It was filled with steel balls that crushed the quartz to even finer. And then once it, well, you can see it's got a conveyor there. It goes down through into a little shaker deck, feeds that slurry of crushed quartz and gold. See, this is the hammer mill. This crushes it into smaller pieces as well. It looks like they probably used to use the stamp mill, and then maybe they progressed to this over time, started using a hammer mill, or they had a combination of both. So anyway, all that material would be fed down. It would eventually make it into the ball mill, be crushed into super fine powder. And then after it came out of the ball mill, you can see they piped the material down under the ground to what you see down here. And these are cyanide tanks. So all that fine gold would be pumped down into these cyanide tanks, which would dissolve the gold. And that's the way they would recover that very fine gold using cyanide. So this mine has not been operational for commercial use for many years. I don't know exactly when they quit, but over here is their panning station. So you can pan out gem bags and bags of their crushed quartz. right here, learn how to pan. There's people here to show you how to do it. But that's your quick and dirty tour of the Cresson Gold Mine. And if you want to see my gold for my live streams, it's going to be right up front at the front desk. And that's going to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here, go back to the creek and get some more gold. So appreciate you guys for watching. If you could like, share, and subscribe to the channel, that would be fantastic. And consider joining to become a member. Members get members-only giveaways, members-only content, and they start at 99 cents. And after you subscribe, you should go ahead and hit that bell notification icon so you won't miss my next video. And maybe even check out my merch store, goldiswhereyoufind.com. Everything you get there supports the channel as well. But I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you really soon.